Shalom, Apostle Sahar coming back at you with the truth, giving all praise to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai by Shem Rakar Kodash. And I'm going to entitle this one, Let the Weak Say I Am Strong. And this is from Joel 3, verse 9. And we're going to read down to about the 17th verse or so. Anyway, this is an article that was sent to me actually a couple of hours ago. And I'll leave the link in the description box. It says World War III, India and Pakistan nuclear conflict could be devastating for the whole world. It says a nuclear conflict between India and Pakistan could be devastating for the whole world as the two powers, because now they're powers. They were small. That's why I entitled it Let the Weak Say I am Strong. At one time they were weak. Now they're strong. Why? Because they possess this a technology, the nuclear technology. They're able to, or they possess ICBM missiles. You know, there's a lot of talk in the news about Korea, how they are testing these ICBM missiles. So now here we're talking about, or we're reading about India and Pakistan. It says could be devastating for the whole world as the two powers continue to engage. Now, Pakistan and India was always considered third world nations. Now they're powers. Now they have the ability to shock the world. Literally, it says in conflict with each other, a top specialist, a leader in Kashmiri, Saeed Ali Gilani, has declared. And there's a video. You scroll down. India tests fire an intercontinental ballistic missile. ICBM, we call it. Anyway, you can read the rest of the article and you can watch the video. And now I'm just going to go into the scriptures. I'm going to go to one scripture. The Spirit jump on me to go to another scripture. I'll go to another scripture. As I was reading this, a lot of other scriptures came to my mind. But let's see what's going to happen. Let's go to Joel 3, verse 9. It says, proclaim me this among the Gentiles, which are the nations, prepare war, wake up the mighty man. And now they're a power. Let all the men of war draw near. These third world countries are becoming powers now, or they are powers because they possess the ICBM missile technology. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares. A plowshare is a used for farming, into swords. The modern day sword are these missiles. And your pruning hooks, which is another instrument for farming, into spears. The modern day spears are these ICBM missiles. Let the weak say, I am strong. So when you read the article, they're referred to as powers now. They're not these little weak third world nations. They have power. And you know, World War III, to say it more in a biblical sense, the War of Armageddon will take place, and it will involve all these different nations. And America, Babylon the Great, will be a part of that assembly of nations. And ultimately, Babylon the Great will be destroyed. It says, 11 verse, Joel 3 verse 11, assemble yourself together and come, all ye heathen. and gather yourself together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. So the Most High is going to use his angels to, heat up this war. 12th verse. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. And the word Jehoshaphat is Yahweh Shaphat, which means Yahweh's judgment, or the Most High's judgment. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. So none of these heathens are going to be saved, especially the Edomites. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Yeah, like in the land of Israel, you got these gutter rats over there, we call them, these Edomites, Amalekites. They're over there. They're not following the law, statutes of the Most High. That's not the fulfillment of Israel coming back to the land of Israel, because where's the rest of the tribes? Where are they? They only speak about them being Jews. There's nothing about the tribe of Gad, the tribe of Reuben, the tribe of Naphtali, the tribe of Simeon, the tribe of Ephraim. So those people over there in the land of Israel are not the people of the Lord. And you Christians know that, man. You Christians, you're getting smashed with these scriptures right here, with this word. Because the Most High have set up his prophets, and we believe that we are the prophets of the Most High. If we continue to do what the Most High told us to do, if we endure to the end. So when you deal with guys like Vocab Malone, like I said, go to his page and check out his videos. There's nothing on prophecy. He says nothing about the end of the world, the end of America. They just say the same bullshit over and over again. And the only way they get views is if they put Hebrew Israelites in their title. Nobody following them, and people are leaving Christianity left and right. Reading on 14th verse. Multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of Yahweh is near in the valley of decision. The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. 16. Yahweh also shall roar out of Zion and utter his voice from Jerusalem. The heavens and the earth shall shake. And this is the only time that the whole earth will shake, pursuant to Isaiah 24:18 on down. Actually, you can read the whole chapter from the first verse. It says, but Yahweh will be the hope of his people. Who are his people? It says, but Yahweh will be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel. So he separated the heathens from the children of Israel. And this, Joel is a prophet. And Joel is prophesying right here as to something that's going to take place in the future. This didn't happen yet. There's never been a time in history where the earth has been shaken. It says, but Yahweh will be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel. Not the Edomites, not the Moabites, not the Ishmaelites, not the Hamites, but the Israelites. So shall ye know that I am Yahweh, your power, or your God, dwelling in Zion, my holy mountain. because eventually we're going to be brought back to our homeland, and we're going to rule the planet, the headquarters of the planet, if you will, or the capital of the planet will be the land of Israel, Jerusalem. Then shall Jerusalem be holy, and there shall no strangers pass through her anymore. Because what do you have over there? Those so-called Jews and those other nations, they're a bunch of strangers. And it shall come to pass in that day that the mountains shall drop down new wine, and the hills. Oh, and by the way, that wine represents knowledge. And it's really not new, it's old, but it's going to be renewed. And the hills shall flow with milk, and the rivers, because over there in Israel you have what's called a kibbutz, where they have to bring trees and other things, vegetation in that land, because it's mostly desert. It's a barren land because those devils, those Edomites are over there. And all the rivers of Judah shall flow with waters, and a fountain shall come forth of the house of Yahweh, and shall water the valley of Shittim. I gotta read. I must be allowed to read verse 19. So this is talking about when the kingdom, the destruction is going to come. The Armageddon is going to take place. We read about that in the Valley of Decision, which is Yahweh Shabbat, which is Yahweh's judgment. And it says that we're going to drop new wine, that the Most High is going to establish his people, the children of Israel. Then it says in the 19th verse, Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness for the violence against the children of Judah. Why did it say Judah and not all of Israel? Because it was the sons of Edom that came against the children of Judah, or the kingdom of Judah, which consists of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, when the Babylonians took us down. It says, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. 20th verse, but Judah shall dwell forever, and Jerusalem from generation to generation. For I will cleanse their blood that I have not cleansed, for Yahweh dwelleth in Zion. So with that, I'm going to say Shalom. In 2018, the year of prophecy, prophecies are coming to pass left and right. With that, I'm going to say Shalom.